Welcome to our channel on near-death experiences, NDEs. We'll explore stories of people who've been on the brink between life and death, returning with new perspectives. These accounts offer a unique glimpse into existence, life's meaning, and the universe. Each video is a journey through transformative experiences and spiritual discovery. We're creating a space of understanding and sharing for these extraordinary stories. Whether you're here out of curiosity or seeking comfort, we hope to bring you peace and awareness. Join us on this journey of spiritual exploration. Every moment is an opportunity to grow and love. Thank you for being here with us.
The story begins with a 62-year-old woman describing her first near-death experience, NDE, which occurred during surgery in 1957. At 21, a mother of a 2-year-old child, she underwent an operation to remove a malignant angioma the size of a soccer ball, involving the 10th, 11th, and 12th thoracic vertebrae. The surgery, performed by doctors Joseph K. Lucas and Jones at the Los Angeles Orthopedic Hospital, proved complicated. During the procedure, the angioma bled profusely, and the surgeon accidentally severed the spinal cord, causing the patient's brain activity to cease. The woman recounts experiencing an out-of-body sensation, feeling as if she were looking down from above, observing her own body lying on the operating table. She could describe the scene in detail, including the surgeons at work and their attempts to revive her. Surprisingly, she awoke the following day in the intensive care unit, contrary to the doctor's expectations, who had informed her family of her death on the operating table. Despite pessimistic predictions regarding her ability to walk and speak, the woman recovered rapidly. The next morning, she not only managed to speak but expressed a desire to get up and walk. To the doctor's amazement, she was able to do so, demonstrating an exceptional recovery. Dr. Lucas, impressed by the case, dedicated an entire chapter to this experience in 11 manuals he subsequently wrote. The narrative continues with the account of a second NDE, occurring on April 4, 1958, when the woman was pregnant with her fourth child. Having lost 2 children previously, this pregnancy was particularly important to her. One day while at home, she began bleeding profusely. Her eldest son, Larry, then 2.5 years old, managed to alert a neighbor, Alicia, who promptly intervened, likely saving her life by elevating the foot of the bed to improve circulation. During the journey to the hospital, the woman felt she was dying. She describes the sensation as if she had been freed from a heavy armor, suddenly experiencing a feeling of freedom, warmth, and love. In this state, she felt present simultaneously in various places, with her husband, her mother, her children, and even with the doctor who was heading to the hospital. She was able to perceive the thoughts and actions of all those close to her. Her experience expanded beyond earthly boundaries, allowing her to observe Earth from space, long before humans had made their first space voyages. She describes traversing the galaxy and the universe, finally arriving at a place she perceived as home. This place, which she identifies as heaven, is described as incredibly alive and real, with vibrant colors and beauty surpassing any earthly imagination. In this celestial realm, the woman recounts being guided through various extraordinary experiences. She was shown a hall with advanced technologies, including a computer capable of projecting historical scenes so vividly that she felt part of them. She describes magnificent buildings, enchanting fountains, and a great room where she encountered a light she identified as the Creator. The light spoke to her, explaining that her lost children were not a punishment but rare treasures, too precious to remain long separated from the Creator. She was told she had been chosen to bear children for the celestial vanguard. Finally, the light told her she had to return to Earth, assuring her of constant love and presence. The return to her body was as rapid as her departure. She re-entered through the top of her head, just as her son Michael was leaving his body in the same way, symbolizing the cycle of death and rebirth. She awoke 3 days later in the hospital. The woman shares further reflections on the nature of life and death, stating she no longer fears death after this experience. She speaks of the reality of angels, the importance of love as the key to understanding existence, and the transcendent nature of the human soul. She emphasizes that there are no differences of race, color, or creed in the afterlife, and that all are created in the image and likeness of the Creator. She concludes by recounting a subsequent NDE that occurred in 1968 during the birth of her 11th child. Despite having lost 9 of her children, including her firstborn Larry, who was murdered, she states that she feels no hatred towards the killers but prays for them to join in eternity. The woman reveals that she is writing a book about these experiences and the numerous miracles that have characterized her life. She emphasizes the importance of believing in instinct and the spirit's ability to overcome material limitations. She concludes by affirming that, despite the difficulties of earthly life, she remains determined to shine as an inextinguishable star, brilliant forever, quoting the words of a nun from her high school.
If you enjoyed this video or you're interested in the topics we cover on this channel, I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future content. Share the video with someone you think might appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Preface: near-death experiences, NDEs, can be profound, life-changing events. Remember, NDEs are subjective experiences, not proof of an afterlife or a guide for living. Channel purpose: this channel shares NDE stories and information, providing a platform for open discussion without promoting specific beliefs. Disclaimer: this content doesn't replace professional medical or psychological advice. If struggling with mental health issues, seek professional help immediately. If you've had an NDE and need support, consult a therapist experienced with NDEs. We don't promote suicide or self-harm. If considering suicide, contact a prevention lifeline immediately. Suicide prevention resources: National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. Crisis text line, text HOME to 741741. Conclusion: we hope you find this channel informative. For questions, please contact us. Remember, suicide prevention is crucial. If you're struggling, seek help. You're not alone.